morning, San Francisco, and today we will be reviewing Les Miserables. I'm Pete. I'm Bill. We will be reviewing it in song. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. In 1815, a man broke out of prison. After his sentence was ended, he broke his parole and became a new man, a mayor of a company, Monsieur Madeleine Javert. This cop guy attempts to catch Valjean. He figured out who the mayor really is.
Valjean is the man that broke out of prison. After this cop guy attempts to catch Valjean, we are introduced to, That's before, my mistake.
Her mistake.
We are introduced to a worker in Valjean, aka Monsieur Madeleine's factory, who is fired because she has an illegitimate child. Dun, 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 dun. She is trying to pay for the medical bills
And other bills.
The child is staying with an innkeeper and his wife and child.
The woman becomes a prostitute. Sells her hair.
Sells her teeth.
And hopes to continue to support her child. The woman gets into some trouble.
Some trouble.
And the man, Valjean, or Monsieur Madeleine, Jean Valjean takes her to a hospital where she soon dies from TB, which isn't even in the movie. They never state it, which is kind of weird.
You know,
Just before she dies, the man promises to take her child and support her child. He raises her in a convent. He is still on the run and also taking care of the girl.
Then there is a time jump, and the girl is finally of age.
She's of age.
She falls in love with this guy.
What a guy.
Who's trying to lead in a revolt against the king, like they do
in real life,
all the time, frequently.
No kings. The revolution starts and they lose terribly. Everybody who isn't an extremely main character dies. They all die.
They're dead.
The lover boy is shot, and Jean Valjean rescues him and takes him through the poopy
water
in the sewer.
Javert kills himself because he can't stand to live in the debt of a criminal. Because Valjean saves Javert after being captured by the people leading the rebellion.
There are too many J.
Very many. The lover boy, he figures out who saved him. And helps Valjean leave because Valjean is the one that saved him.
Yes, he finds that Valjean is dying on their wedding day. In the convent. And takes Cosette, the little girl, to see him. Valjean dies And all of the dead people sing a closing song with him because they are happy and yeah.
Happiness because of deadness.
Deadness makes happy apparently and poopy.
Yeah.
Poopy.
So, here are the 10 top 11.
There are 11
top inaccuracies and accuracies of
Les Miserables. Les Miserables isn't exactly about the French Revolution. The French Revolution was before 1815.
It was over by then.
It was over. By that time, the French were in the 100 Days' War, where Napoleon returned to take France and attempted to resume power. He was defeated shortly after, and the early 19th century was filled with revolts and revolutions. Not just the major French one that began in 1789. 1848 was another year with many revolutions all across Europe.
The real Jean Valjean had a sister, like in the movie, but she had 7 children and not one.
7. Tuberculosis doesn't cause hallucinations, so when the Chicky Poo was dying, she wouldn't have had hallucinations of her daughter.
Like in the movie, the woman who had tuberculosis would be seamstresses. Seamstresses,
or laundry people,
or embroiderers.
During the so-called Reign of Terror, Maximilien de Robespierre, who ironically took charge of the Committee of Public Safety, sent as many as 40,000 people to the guillotine. He believed that a swift, immediate justice and widespread terror would produce virtue among France's citizens, a trait that is found in Inspector Javert and Les Mis. Javert. So Javert was based off of a real person.
Oftentimes in France, punishments would include the guillotine and breaking on the wheel. The guillotine included chopping off the head of the criminal and breaking on the wheel. Would include tying up the criminal to a wheel. And the executioner would then break many bones in the criminal's body with an iron bar or hammer. Oh no!
The death of Jean-Maximilien Lamarck was a cause to the 1832 uprising, as seen in the movie. Secret societies of republicans had formed and sought to overthrow the monarchy. The fictional student society in the novel The Friends of the ABC were portrayed as an offshoot of the real group, the Society of the Rights of Man. 3,000 rioters built barricades around Paris. And in the first day, nearly half the city was in their hands. The rioters hoped that the rebellion would spread and force out Louis Philippe, as it had done to Charles the Tenth, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The National Guard, numbering tens and tens of thousands, were brought into the city, and the rioters,
without any reinforcement,
were swiftly defeated.
Women in the later 1800s also often wore hair ornaments, such as ornamental combs and hairpins. These were stuck in their hair with decorative top part showing. Women would not wear anything in the hair while sleeping.
Not while sleeping.
Nor be seen with plain hair.
No plain hair.
They would be wearing scarves and bonnets.
Napoleon constructed the elephant shown in the movie
Several times.
It is a real thingy. Real thingy. Napoleon wanted that monument to signify some of his military victories. The elephant was demolished in 1846.
Yay!
Many neighbors of the elephant were very relieved because rats, and other types of vermin made homes in the elephant. Now here is Sarah with the weather.
Today, weather is cold, kind of chilly. I talk to you about America. I love republic, democracy, and president man who does things for country.